Everything is the first studio album by American soul artist Donny Hathaway, which was released on July 1, 1970 on the Atlantic Records subsidiary, Atco. The album was Hathaway's first release after being signed to Atlantic in 1969. Hathaway had already built a reputation early in his life, first as a gospel crooner as a child under the name Donny Pitts. Raised in St. Louis, with religious influences, his grandmother Martha Crumwell was herself an accomplished gospel singer and guitarist. After dropping out of Howard University in 1967, Hathaway moved to Chicago, his birthplace, and started working on music for Curtis Mayfield's Curtum Records label, where he was a songwriter, producer, arranger, composer, conductor and session player. Everything was produced by Hathaway and Rick Powell, who plays drums and percussion on the album. Hathaway wrote or co-wrote 5 of the album's 9 songs. Hathaway had met Powell while at Howard University, as well as the Future Impressions lead singer, Leroy Hudson, who jointly wrote the hit song that would eventually make it on the album, The Ghetto. The track was mostly an instrumental, except for Hathaway's vocal ad-libs and his singing of the chorus. Hathaway and Hudson composed another socially conscious song for the album, titled Tryin' Times. Other songs were split between covers, Ray Charles's I Believe to My Soul and Nina Simone's To Be Young, Gifted and Black, Spiritual Affairs, Thank You Master for My Soul, and love songs, Je vous aime, I Love You. Released in July 1970, the album peaked at number 73 on the Billboard Top 200 Albums chart and number 33 on the Billboard R&B Albums chart. Joel Dorn wrote that the album was the artist's best and that it had a certain innocence to it. Afterwards, he was a genius, but right then, he was just another guy trying. It would be one of 4 solo studio albums, including the soundtrack for Come Back, Charleston Blue, that Hathaway released in his lifetime.